The annual inundation of the Nile was a blessing from the gods, but it was the Egyptians' ability to harness and distribute this watery wealth that truly made their civilization thrive. As the floodwaters receded, the Egyptians went to work, transforming the Nile's destructive power into life-giving energy. They created a sophisticated system of hydraulic engineering, a feat of organization and ingenuity that has rarely been matched in human history. First, the land was covered in a thick layer of nutrient-rich silt, the finest in the world, which decomposed and mixed with the mud to create an incredibly fertile soil. Then the transformation began. Shallow lakes were formed, eventually becoming fields, a patchwork quilt of growing crops surrounded by a network of canals, ditches and basins. The rhythm of life along the Nile was soon established. Every day, farmers would use the shadf, a simple yet ingenious counterweighted lever to raise water from the canals to irrigate their fields. With muscles straining, they would lower a bucket into the canal and then, using their weight and the counterbalance, swing the lever upwards, pouring precious water into an irrigation channel feeding their plots of wheat, barley or flax. It was a mesmerizing sight, dozens of shadfs lining the banks, rising and falling like the wings of great storks. Their shadows danced on the mud, a silent ballet performed for thousands of years. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth, the green tang of growing crops and the sweat of labor. These canals led to large basins, like giant, shallow bowls which held the floodwater long after the river receded, ensuring a supply during the long growing season. Everywhere, the relentless, almost divine rhythm of the Nile was being orchestrated by human hands and ingenuity. The sight of the countless shadfs, the glistening network of waterways, the newly turned soil, and the burgeoning crops, all bathed in the golden glow of the desert sun, was a testament to the Egyptians' mastery over their environment. It was a civilization in harmony with nature, where the raw power of the Nile was tamed and directed, where the desert was turned into a bread basket, and where the very hands that toiled in the fields were creating the foundation of one of history's greatest civilizations.